I've done this again too. Let there be more factory! I've said it once, I've said it again, the factory will block out the sun! Okay, I think we'll need to hook it up from here. Isn't even a proper factory if it doesn't block out the sun. There we go. Again, traversability is an issue. I need to... How's it going? I'm making stuff! I'm trying to get my way to phase 4, which means I'm trying to set up my first production line for... Well, actually, we just did it for cooling systems. So, actually, I haven't started that line yet. I should probably do that. Hold on just 1 second. Let me get that fired up here. Boom. Boom. And chicka chicka boom. Cooling systems. And with those, we should start to make 2 different things. Yes, use a blender to make stuff. So now we're going to start making cooling systems. This base is getting out of hand. Also, actually, you know what? I'm going to show you. We're going to take a break and let this run for a moment. I'm just going to put a storage box here for all this stuff to go into. Give me a second, and I'm going to show you what I built. Because it's both wonderful and stupid. It's up there. It's a hypertube. But it's a hypertube my way. I need to get this belt running so I can stockpile stuff before we go for a little trip. Too steep. What are you doing, game? Okay, do it like that then. Be that way if you must. Okay, and from there I'm actually going to put an elevator on it anyway. To cover that little distance. Actually, I'm not, because I don't want to be able to have layers on it. So, are you able to? No. Yes, that works. So now, fuck it. Let's use the fancy storage boxes now for this. You can go in that box, and whatever's coming out of the other can go the other box later. Okay, stockpiling. So, yeah, from the map you can see, this is kind of my main base area. This is where the wall is. And then up here we have the nuclear plant, we have the steel facility, we have the other steel facility, and then all the way up here, we have nitrogen gas being produced. Hold on, I need to switch the icon to a more appropriate one. There we go. So, what a pain in the ass to travel from one to the other, right? Yeah, north to south, we're covering pretty much the whole island. And so traversal is kind of a pain in the ass, you know? And I got bored of waiting for the trains to arrive. So I made a tube. So first there's a tube from here, from the main base. Which looks like that. And then this tube goes to the nuclear facility, which now has enough fuel. Also, I'm going to show you... I found a way to store nuclear waste. The Finnish way. Yes, underground. So, whoop. Here's our nuclear power plant. And if I go to the top, there's a little bit of radiation, but that's okay. And you will see that there's this door that says keep out, no radioactive waste here. And if we go through, if I can hit it, this is a bit jank. There's some radioactive waste, but only small quantities. And they go down this elevator. And then actually, that's a shaft that goes down here. Down here. It goes down and down and down into this encased, so you can't see it. The walls don't block radiation, no. They just block you from seeing the radioactive waste with your eyeballs. And then it goes here. And it goes here. And it goes into the secret underwater cave under a waterfall. And then it keeps going. And behold, nuclear storage. Which I think should have enough capacity to last us for a while. So yeah, the radiation meter is quite high, so we need to get out of here. There are recipes coming in for, like, I guess reprocessing the radioactive waste. There's plutonium and stuff you can get later, but just put it in the ground. There's apparently in the next tier that I'm about to unlock, there's going to be a ton of stuff that takes a lot of power. So we're probably going to need to increase the nuclear power capacity to some extent, but we'll worry about that later. Right now, actually I'm going to go over here, so here's the steel plant that we've had for ages. The first steel factory I ever made. Still running. And it also connects to the same hypertube loop. So there's a junction up here. Which brings us up to here. Now, there's a hypertube from the nuclear power plant to here, and from here to the steel plant, and then from here, this one goes up to... How many hours in the save so far? I'm not sure. If I save here, I can see 79 hours, about 80 hours. There's a reason when I started putting these videos onto YouTube that the thumbnails have 3 digits on them. I knew this would go over 100 hours. Also, this is the belt that brings in the uranium for the nuclear power plant. I just reused the same sky bridge. Not that long, actually. Oh, I feel like that's a pretty long time. I think Factorio experience helps a little in getting this up and running. So yeah, this tube now takes us over this area here to our aluminum plant, which has the shortest and most pointless hypertube I've made so far. I'm going to overhaul it at some point, but not yet. Also, there's a power line through the power tube somewhere. I should probably fix that at some point. I don't know why or how I made that, or how I missed that. But yeah, so this drops us off here. And then there's this hyper tube that just... This was supposed to be much longer, but it just does this. But here's our aluminum power plant. Yeah, but I don't want them to. Like, I've taken great care that nothing should clip through the terrain, as you can see. Here we have two hyperloops, one of which goes down to the steel plant, and then the other one is the longer one. And this one goes to nitrogen extraction, which is all the way on the other edge of the map. There's our coal mines for the secondary steel plant, which is underneath us right now, so you can't see it. But you've already seen it last time you checked my stream. I was building it. Yeah, it still takes a while to get from one side of the facility to the other, but it's a lot better now than it used to be. It took me a couple of hours to set all of this Hyperloop up, but I think it's worth it. So here's another junction. I don't really need this yet for anything. I made walls so you don't actually shoot yourself off the edge. But I added a junction here in case I want to start exploring over here for new resources, so I can just make a Hyperloop connection to that as well. Materials are transported with trains. Some materials are, but this facility, the nitrogen gas facility, is actually run by a single drone, which I made. So that's him going up there. Whee! I love that it actually tracks the terrain and what you've built, so it doesn't clip through stuff like they do in the Planet Crafter one. The drones in this game suck compared to the Factorio ones, because they're basically like a really bad train that you don't need tracks for. They're very expensive to build, require exotic fuels, and are just kind of a pain in the ass. But they work. And for this application, I decided to use them. So here's my nitrogen gas extraction facility. It's gonna go... Whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. And it's gonna do gas. That gets stored here. And then the drone brings in empty bottles. I'm actually going to add some to the system now, because I haven't made a line that brings those in here from anywhere else, so I'm manually adding the empty bottles every now and then to top it off, make sure it's running. And then those bottles, empty bottles, are then filled with gas, and the filled bottles then go up here to the drone control station, which is this, and then they get stockpiled here, and the drone picks them up and transports them back to the main base. I'm actually going to try something which is ill-advised, dumb, and dangerous, but we're going to wait for a minute for the drone to come back, and I'm going to try to see if I can ride the drone back to base. Last time I tried that, it went very, very, very bad. So let's do it again. I think the drone is at its pad now. But yeah, we have two trains currently in operation. One is the petrochem train. That one brings in rubber, fabric, and plastics to the wall. And the other is the steel train, which brings in steel pipe, steel beam, and encased steel beam, which are now made up here. So I shifted a lot of production to those. Okay, the drone's moving. So let's see if we can sneak a ride on that back to base. Yeah, there's Mark II pipe. It has double flow compared to the regular one, and it's the same basic stuff, it just takes plastic to build. So it's kind of super simple. Double the material cost for copper and then one piece of plastic. And you get a second pump as well, which the original one gives you 20 meters of lift, this one gives you 50 meters, so a lot better. Okay, so the drone should be arriving soon. It's pretty quick. I use batteries. Actually, this is a thing. So this steel and aluminum facility makes batteries. A train takes those batteries to the base, and then the batteries are loaded onto the drones, which fly out to here. It might not be the most efficient use of the train, but it works. Actually, yeah, there's 3 trains, I just realized. There's also the aluminum train. There she comes. So he's going to pick up all these bottles. The drone has 9 inventory slots, so it can't carry much compared to the train, which has, I think, like 48 per car, and you can put multiple cars on it. So there, you can see it's now dropping off. I'm going to climb on board. Last time I tried this, we kind of went orbital. It just shot us off after a little while, but it only did so at the end of its trajectory when it suddenly changes velocities. So it might work for a little bit. Let's see. I actually need to be ready to use the jetpack to soft cushion my landing, because this could get very ugly very fast. But this could also save us a ton of time in getting back to base. It's a bit glitchy, but it's working. It's not working. Bye! Okay, I guess we're going up here then. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected to happen, because you can't lock yourself into it in any way, so if it does a sudden altitude or speed change, it's just gonna kick you off. What are you guys doing? Yeah. Indestructible rock. Is that a glitch? That's supposed to break. That one broke. There we go. Thank you. I'm just gonna grab this and run.
Your symphony invades our temples and echoes along our lattices. Why do you weep?
Growth, the future, an idea, and frankly, you.
Is a tapestry woven with hands or with thoughts?
Both are necessary, yet only one can't function without the other.
We see your echo steps, shimmering symphonies that break upon our temples, but your song is alien.
How long ago did you notice me?
There's no long, there are only spheres.
I have no idea what the story is doing.
Was it always about survival, or is there something more, something beyond?
Consume our blood and you will see our threads.
Yeah, that makes sense. The planet is telling us to consume its blood as we desecrate its temples. Also, yeah, train signaling in this game is kind of awful, and I have no idea how it works. But I can, if you ever start building new trains in your own game in this, I give you one advice. Do not make 2-way tracks. Only make 1-way tracks, ever. You will thank me later. Because I run a 2-way track system, and it is a pain in the ass. Because it is constantly stuck and deadlocked and a nuisance. But hey, we're back at the loop. Whoop. There's a couple of more branches to the hypertube I'm intending to add. There's one that would go to the petrochem land, which currently doesn't exist, and I'd probably split it off from here somewhere. But that's a future project. Right now, my goal for tonight is to try and finish the particle enrichment milestone, which allows us to build stuff. It's the last research we are required in order to build the stuff for the Phase 4 project that allows us to progress the game. And I haven't progressed the main quest of the game in ages, so... I've kind of been running slow on that sense, so. Also, this pains me, but it took me ages to figure this out. So in Factorio, you can tell a splitter to prioritize input from one lane. So if you have one site producing something and you want that to drain first, you can do that in Factorio easily, right? Not in this game. You can't do that. Satisfactory does not have priority input mergers. There's no programmable merger. There's only programmable splitter. So, let me show you. This hurt my soul when I realized what I had to do. So, these make aluminum scrap, which is made by apparently merging coal and alumina solution. No, wait, what? Am I using a different recipe here? Because hold on, because this is... These are producing silica as well, right? No, it's the alumina solution. Here, yeah. So we are making the solution to make alumina. That produces silica. So we need to get rid of it, because otherwise it's going to clog up the system, right? And later, when we make aluminum ingots, that consumes a bit of silica. But not as much. There's too much silica in the system. You need to get rid of it. But I also made more of these than I need, so I need more silica. So there's a silica mine out there bringing excess. So I would need to balance it so it consumes from both, but it should prioritize the stuff coming from here, right? So that this does a deadlock, because if this gets clogged, we're not going to make alumina solution, so we're not going to make aluminum scrap, so the whole aluminum factory is going to halt. Well, we can't do that. But instead what we can do is this. A smart splitter, which says send everything left unless that gets clogged, in which case overflow goes here, and then we have this building, which just destroys everything that goes into it. It just destroys it, gets rid of it. It gives you money points. That's what you're supposed to do if you get an excess of something and you can't balance it out. Either you send it somewhere else to consume it, but then you run the risk of not having enough here, or destroy it. I don't need the coupons. I want to balance my factory so it's nice. And I can't do it, and it hurts. Hurts my soul. Although right now it seems that it is getting consumed. It is not... So we have more scrap coming in now. I wonder what's happened here. Is one of the others stuck? No, this is all running. Some of these are not getting enough scrap and some are getting too much. Yeah, this one's kind of oversaturated on scrap, so it's unbalanced. Why? Something screwy here. Hold on. Somewhere there's a three-way splitter for the scrap, right? No, because we're bringing it on two belts. Why are we doing that? Oh, probably because it's producing too much. It doesn't fit on the fastest belt I had at the time. Hold on. Yeah, 360 scrap per minute. Oh yeah, that's the reason. Because I can fix that now. Because I have a faster belt. Just barely enough, but yeah, I could merge these two belts into one now. Let's do a fix. We can optimize. We can make this better. So first let's get rid of this, because that's no longer needed. And then... this belt and this belt need to stop. And then this splitter is splitting there, and also it needs to now split there. And then all of that incoming needs to be merged here. And I think I'm going to merge them back here already. So let's go here. So, yep. I can do it here, and here, and here. Get rid of you. So let's put a merger onto this. Like so, and a merger onto this, even though it's not really needed for anything. And that's gonna have a Mark IV belt feeding into this, which also has a Mark IV elevator in it, right? Yes. And then this needs to have a Mark V belt going from here to... Why are you not connecting? Because I'm connecting you from the wrong side, that's why. There you go. And let's use the top one. And then we upgrade the top belt all the way. And then hook it up to from the top. Come on, connect please. There to here and here to the primary three-way splitter, which is here. And now it splits evenly across all three. And I can just get rid of this middle belt because it doesn't do anything anymore. Boop. Boop. And boop. And I can dump the excess material into one of these machines so it's not clogging up my inventory. There we go. Perfecto! We have rebalanced our aluminum manufacturing. It is now running at maximum optimum rate. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I don't think the train's going to come in here for a while. Yeah. So here we are pushing a whole bunch of this aluminum sheet back to the factory along with these aluminum casings, and those are the batteries that feed the drones. They are being manufactured down here in this cheeky little machine. This could actually be increased because I think we could be making more batteries. Although maybe not, because we're not having so many casings. Wait, why is one of you moving and the other one's not? Sulfuric acid shortage. This piping is what I call nightmare piping. All the factories are in the sky. Not all of them. The steel factory is down below. But yeah, in the sky you don't have to worry about the terrain so much. Why is there no... Oh, no. Is that the thing again? Pressure balancing pipes is also a freaking nightmare. Yeah. So this is idle because it's not getting enough sulfuric acid. And it's not getting enough sulfuric acid. No, that's alumina. This is sulfuric acid. Why are we getting sulfuric acid? What is happening? Is it... Why is it low? Stand by. We shall investigate. Practically empty. Why? Is this production somehow slow? I think I calculated it at the start that it should have enough for both machines. How are we doing? Running optimally, but I guess I'll just overclock them a little more. They should have had enough production, but okay. I'll increase it a little just to make sure that we get enough. Could just be a minor tweak. Alright, with that I think we're good for this side of the factory. So I'm gonna head back to the main base. Whoop. But yeah, as you can see, I've kind of just decided that there's this huge forest here. I'm gonna go over it. We don't need to worry about the forest. We can just skip it. Skip the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Down there somewhere is our uranium mine. Oh, it's here, isn't it? No, this is where the quartz is... Oh, the silica is coming in, because that's needed as well. There's the uranium mine down there, because this is the belt that brings it in. How are you crafting? I don't really craft anything in Maven. Oh, you mean like building stuff? Yeah, because I have the... Hold on, I'll show you when I get out of the pipe. So you have these magic spheres you can find in the world, Mercer spheres, and you can use those to build... I think I mentioned this at one point. Dimensional depot uploaders. So this is basically a box, and whatever you put in the box is always available in your inventory. So if I look at my inventory, there's these materials that are always in my inventory, as long as they get replenished. Steel beam is apparently not getting replenished. I should probably look into that. It's low. But yeah, so... Yeah. Whenever I produce something, I can just make it go in one of those boxes as long as I have the materials to build it, and then I can just access it from anywhere. But yeah, steel beam is running low, so I'll probably need to... Because I rehook the steel manufacturing, and I don't think I put any excess into the machine. So I'll probably need to put some from the main factory there just to make sure that I don't run out. Also, yeah, I'm kind of preparing now, because I just, like an hour ago, or hour and a half ago, I unlocked the Mark III miners. So I'm trying to get the materials so that I can start making those. And once I have the Mark III miners, I'm going to go back to all of my smelters, all of my miners, and upgrade them all to the best tier. And then I'll be able to start redoing all of my... Because I can basically double all the resource inputs I have. But it's going to take a lot of work. But right now we have one specific build to complete before I wrap up for the night. I really need to add more ladders to this factory because traversal here is, as you can see, a mess. So up here is where I'm intending to build turbo motors. Because I need those for the new miners. So we have the cooling systems coming in. We have radio control units downstairs. We have motors, which we should have in the wall, and we have rubber. So everything should be fairly close by. We just need to bring it all in. Look at this nightmare. This nightmare of just belts everywhere. Oh no. Okay, we are accumulating a bunch of these cooling systems though, so that's good. What did you manufacture these in? Let's start setting things up. So these take a manufacturer specifically. So let's get cracking on those. So I hate these machines because they take so much, because they take 4 material inputs at once, which makes them super unwieldy to build because you need to belt all the inputs. I'm gonna make 3 of these, even though it is probably ill-advised. Let's see what happens when we start setting these up. So first and foremost, I'll do the easy part, which is belting the outputs. is just a simple merger in the middle. Boink, boink, and boink. And then I can just... do what I always do, which is put everything in a box. And later, if I need it, it's in the box. And I can take it from the box. There. So that's output. Now we need to figure out all 4 inputs, which I'm a lot less happy about, because that is messy. Very messy. Should really blueprint this some kind of... I don't know how to blueprint, like, this whole assembly. Actually, you know what? Let's see if I can, because I have the giant blueprint designer over there. Let's see if I can blueprint this. Actually, no, that's the tier 1, isn't it? I need something more for the tier 2, which I don't have. Hold on. Rather than do everything manually, let's try doing something smart. Oh yeah, I just need some computers. I have computers somewhere. As soon as I find my computer manufacturing line. Well, this makes supercomputers, so I'd assume you have some computers here. Not many, but I don't need many. I'm going to steal them from the line. I'm guessing computer production has slowed down again for some reason, probably because of the copper shortage. Well, that's enough now, and manufacturers don't take computers, so we're good. Okay. Let's go set up a blueprint and see if we can improve. Because belting inputs for these things is a nightmare, and I don't want to do it anymore, so... Mark II blueprint is... oh, it was a Mark II. It just looked very small. Oh well. Can I fit 3 of those on a Mark... I don't think I can. I don't think it'll fit. I can only fit 2. Well, I guess we don't do 3 then. Because there's no way to fit. Boo! Why isn't this big enough to put 3? Curse you. Well, I guess we'll make them in pairs then. And just belt them like that. Kinda sucks. Oh well, we'll do the blueprint like this then. 2, 3, 4. Let's see if we can pull this off. That doesn't look right, game. Wait, these are mergers, not splitters. I'm an idiot. I am an absolute doofus. You saw nothing. Boom. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try again. Add a power cable to the design so that when I set it up, it will always have the power cables preset. And then I can even... screw it. I'll even prepare the outputs as well. Why the hell not? This is kind of janky, I think. But there, and there. And that would be the blueprint. It outputs, it balances, it takes 4 inputs. We can simplify it down to 3 inputs if needed. And we can just plop these down as needed. I just don't like the fact that I couldn't do 3. Because 3 is kind of the optimal. Because you have 3... all the splitters are 3-way. So it's easiest that way. Oh well. Oh yeah. Before I forget, we need to look at the steel situation. So I want steel in my inventory, and it's coming on the train, so I'm going to steal it from the train. Hello, bird. Oh, there's an invisible wall there. There it is. So I'm just gonna put in a splitter here. This isn't even moving at max speed, so this is not gonna degrade the performance of anything, I think. This also doesn't consume more than fits, so it's fine. So yeah, there we go. Now this steel is starting to go into the machine, and it gets uploaded into the cloud, and from there into my inventory. Alright, back to production. Back to work. Whee! Well, in this case, the blueprint doesn't actually help us at all. Because I already pre-did the 3... Oh, did I? Let's see. Maybe it'll be better to use it anyway. Standardize things more. Yeah, because I didn't set up the outputs at all. So yeah, let's get rid of these. Let's do it using the blueprint, and my inventory's full. Great. I'm gonna throw away some cable. Why not? Takey. Takey. So now, smack down the blueprint. Let's do it from here so I can see what I'm doing. There we go. All beautifully pre-belted. So now we just hook it up to power. Add the recipes. Add the storage box. So you are going to make turbo motors. It's like a motor, but it's got a turbo on it. And then all of those things need to be brought in somehow. So let's start with the easiest one. Done. That's 1 out of 4. Next we need rubber. And we just did a rubber thing down there. But it's... let's do a split from here. You can go back to where the other line was going. And then I can do an elevator from here. The jetpack's kind of slow. There, and then I'm gonna just manually riser you up to that level, and that will be number 2. 2 materials coming in, although this one is a bit slow, and I think the reason for that is just the fact that we have some slow belts going on in here. So let's pump up that speed a little. Boom. That's more like it. Oh, that reminds me. I have a project which you don't look forward to, but all of these need to be upgraded. And then on the other side too. I need to make sure I have inventory space for this, otherwise this is going to get very fucking ugly. Hold on. Because my triple box design relies on having the storage boxes moving stuff between themselves quickly. And the old blueprint only had tier 2 elevators, so we're going to replace all of those with tier 5s. So at least the storage transfer capacity inside the storage is not a blocker for anything. And I'm getting disassembly crates again. Why? I don't know. What's in them? Automated wiring. Oh yeah, because it's dumping the contents as well when I upgrade it. Oh great, yeah, of course. I didn't think of that. Okay. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that at all. That's gonna have to put a bunch of junk in my inventory. Let's try to add a little bit of space. Done! Storage upgrade completed. That is a lot of boxes. That is 32 triple stacked storage containers. Most of them full. And I've even added labels to them, so you know what's in them. And look at these beautifully standardized, aligned belts and elevators. Importing all of this stuff in. Problem is, I need this to be bigger now, because I've got more than 32 kinds of items that I need to store. And there isn't really space. I can add maybe 2 more. But I think all the advanced stuff is just going to have to go straight from manufacturer to manufacturer for now. Okay, what was I doing? Yeah, rubber is belted in. Cooling units are belted in. So there's 2 more things that need to be brought in. One of which is actually somewhere down here. Hold on. Because we need to bring in radio control units. And I'm pretty sure radio control units are manufactured down here somewhere. You guys are making what? Computers. Okay. Then I'm gonna guess RCUs are made down somewhere here. What are you making? Assembly director systems. What are you making? Magnetic field generators. Crud. That's making supercomputers. These are making the control rods. Ah! Radio control units are being made here, and they're going into a box, and I think this box is freaking full. Wonderful! That is perfect! Perfect! I tell you what! Wunderbar! Because then I can pretty much just take them up here. Hold on, can I do like... The box is there, so if I were to, theoretically, belt it up here, can I do like this? So I'll have one like that, one like that. Can I just connect those directly, lift to lift? I can! Ooh. Ooh. And now it's done it the wrong way. Why does that have a direction already? Fine. Okay, it's okay. So this needs to be the input side, like so. And then this buffer box is going to output to it, like so. And then we go upstairs. And push this stuff up like so. And then we go up to the top floor, where we belt this into the factory, like so. 3 out of 4. We're getting there. Now we need motors, and I have a bad feeling about our motor production. It might not be up to task. Let me find it first from the wall. Yeah, there's motors, and I have a feeling that that is empty. Yeah, motors are getting consumed, and production is where? I don't know, but I'm so distrustive of my production that I put a tier 1 belt on it. It's here. This is our motor production. And it's running out of stators. Oh no! So stators have been a nuisance in this game, so I'm constantly running out of them. And we're running out of them again. So, yeah. We need stators to get motors, and motors for everything else, so we have to re-tackle the stator situation. Why is stator production slow? It's here, and it's slow because of lack of wire. Is the wire lacking just because the belts are slow? Mark 1 belts. Well, it doesn't even theoretically give you enough, so yeah, okay. It's very slow. Let's upgrade all of these. And then go back across the line. Pump those up to tier 5s, or 4s at least. But then we come to the issue of where's the input side? And the input side's here. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's relatively quick. I don't know how the Twitch compression algorithm's dealing with that, but there's a lot of wire coming in. I don't think we can do much better than that. So that should speed things up a little. But I'm pretty sure we're still not going to have enough. So I don't know what to do about that, because the next problem is then going to be that the copper factory up there in the hills is not making enough wire. And the only solution to that is to go and boost up the production of wire there. Wait, was it already coming in at a tier 5 belt? It is! That is a tier 5 belt, so we could handle... how freaking much? 780. Well, how much copper wire are we actually then making? Let's go find out. Let's go on a little copper wire adventure. There's even an unused secondary belt here that we could use to upgrade, if necessary. But how much wire are we actually producing? Because that looks pretty saturated to me. Hi, Bouncy. Oh, I missed. Sorry. Oh yeah, because I added a bunch of copper wire production. Actually, you know what? These could be running faster. We can make more. We can boost up the production a lot. Because I have the power-up modules to do it. Because right now they're getting more ingots than they're producing, so fuck it. Okay, so now these are all consuming 30 ingots per minute. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. Okay, so we're going to need to upgrade these next. So 30 times 6, and we only have Yeah, these need to be running at a double rate as well, but then comes the question of where's the copper ore going to come in from, and how much of that do we have? So these are currently consuming 90. I'm guessing this is producing 90. It should be producing more, right? It is a Mark II. 120. So if I boost you up, we can get you to 180. I am speed! And... oh wait, there was 4 of these, so I can just add 2 more and belt them in, and this will then be optimized. Why do I have 4? That is a weird number. I have no idea. But okay, we should definitely have enough ore now. I'm just going to boost these up so these are faster too. So there's 4 times 30. Need to get sleep. Yeah, I'm probably going to go for an hour and a half more. I usually stop around midnight, but you do get some sleep. Rest well. I'll see you... well, we're going to be racing day after tomorrow, so be prepared. So I need to get these to consume 45 each. So let's pump them a little up. That's actually perfect. That's just 1 module each. This is all I can currently do to increase stator production. So everything we produce should now be getting consumed. It's just a matter of belting them through. If that ain't enough wire, then I don't know what is. And that should be a lot. That should definitely help with the stator production. It's still just 60 per minute, but 60 per minute, god damn it. How's our power situation? We're getting awfully close to production capacity. We might need to increase the nuclear power situation and double it up. We also have capacity to increase coal power production. Yes, I said see you, but I was too focused on the factory to notice. I'm an awful person, but that's not news to anyone. Good night if you're still there, but I kind of hope you're not, because you're supposed to be sleeping. Alright, I'm just going to belt in whatever motors we have, and I'm going to hope for the best. This is going to run super slow because it's not going to have enough, but we need to bring in some motors, and so I'm just going to split whatever we make from the output side here. And over the vest. So currently motors are going here. What are they doing here? They're being consumed by... I checked this before. Modular engines. What are we doing with modular engines? We are using them... What is this? Oh wait, no. That was right. This was a downward elevator. I thought it was something else. I'm wrong. Hold on. Go back. Not like that. Mark 1 lift. Well, I guess they're running slow anyway, so it doesn't matter. And they're going here. I think they're consumed by something. Or are they just going into the wall? They're going into the wall. Are they coming out of it? Or are we just stockpiling the shit out of them? They might be going into some production line somewhere, and I just don't know where. Modular engines are not going anywhere. Are we going to need them for anything? Oh, they're almost full, so they're going to get saturated soon. Oh yeah, they will be used in the thermal propulsion rockets, so we do need them, but we're almost to saturation, at which point the motor production will stop going to those, because we have a full box. And that will open up a lot of capacity, which we can use elsewhere. Good, okay. That's fine. That is fine. So... let's do an elevator for the motors. I just need to refine them. There they are. You know what? I'm just going to do the split here. I need to find where that was going. That could be troublesome. So this side was going, I think, to that belt there. So we're going to just slip it in there. And then the other side is going to go up to there. Come on. Yes. No! Just barely ran out. Crap. I should really start making that turbo fuel so I could jetpack better. Okay, can I get you up here somehow? That seems a little unlikely, but I'm going to try anyway. Nope. Okay, so we'll need to add extra flooring here just to get the belt or the elevator to deliver here. That's the elevation is currently at, so let's put it to that elevation. Keep it at that elevation. And then here, we nudge it up there, and we have a production line! It's slow, it's terrible! It's never gonna get saturated, but it's something. And once the motors stop going, I'm gonna freaking sever the motor connection to the other side. I'm going to prioritize this side. So I'm actually going to cut this. I need to add a sign here. Not like that. Every time. Every time! So we can reconnect that if necessary, but that's going to get stopped soon, which will then direct all motor production to there, and it will give us turbo motors. Let me see. I can clear out some of my inventory because I now have a bunch of trash, which I didn't mean to pick up. There. Now, I'm going to start doing this. So we need... all the quick wire we can muster. And then we need... $50 of 100 of these. The turbo motors are coming. We need the cooling units from upstairs. Need 200 of these babies. And then we need to put some quick wire, and all that's remaining is the turbo motors, which are now currently being very slowly made, but they'll get there. And then we'll have the particle enrichment milestone. We're out of iron rods, apparently. Yeah. So where were those being made anyway? Oh, they're just on a slow belt. There could be more, but they're just on a slow belt. We need to look into that. There probably isn't much more anywhere, but we're going to need to increase production. Oh, okay. This is messy. And awful. They're coming from like all the way over here. Well, I'm gonna upgrade this belt while I wait for this stuff to arrive, because why the hell not? Yeah, at least we can move this faster. Hell, this could be even faster. Wait, what? That's being sent off to the factory. Oh yeah, the rest is just going to make screws. Yeah. Well, there's not a lot of excess here. These things are just running slow. They could be moving more stuff, but I think just slow belts. You know what? Fuck it. Maximum speed. That goes up here, and whatever this consumes, it consumes to make screws. Yeah, this stuff doesn't need to run as fast, so allow me to go down. I can improve. Because now what I can do is this. I can take this off, add a smart splitter here, and it's going to overflow to the left, and we're going to have a merger on this belt, which is all wonky-donkey and awful, but I don't care right now. I want this to work, and the overflow goes into that one. Somewhere in the loop, there's still a slow belt. I can tell. Aha! Oh, there you go. And yeah, because this is all clogged, and that's also going to get sent to the factory. And we should be good. Since this is all tier 4, this should also be tier 4. So we just upgraded it from 2 to 3, and now we're going to upgrade it to 4. What a fucking waste. I need to start just building everything as tier 5s from now on. Upgrade all the belts in all the factory and just get rid of all this nonsense. Frame rate does not like this. And then finally this. Mark 4, and one more crisis has been averted. Just a matter of slow logistics. Okay, let's go grab some quick wire and then check if we have the turbo motors. Should have plenty of quick wire out here. I guess we're moving everything we got. We're not stockpiling any. We have no excess. But these belts are halted. Why are these belts halted? So we need to produce more, boys. That's what that means. If the belts ain't moving, we need more.